Hello, hello, we're back. I told you guys I would come and record the push for the what's the faction's name? Night Revenant faction war boss. That's right, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I haven't cleared this yet, but I am feeling pretty confident. Here we go. We got an Executioner. First one is built in shield set with a little bit of Immortal. He's got HP gloves, defense chest. He's a defense-based champion and defense boots. I'd love to put him in more HP if I had, but I don't. So that's how he's all kitted out. In total, he's got 19,000 health, 107 speed. Not really much crit rate, but he's got reasonable defense at 1,300. Next champion on the list is Executioner number 2. This one is built out more for damage. He's only got 13,000 health, but he does have 53% crit rate and 1,700 defense. Again, 104 speed. He is rocking a defense level 16 chest that I suppose I used to use on Shield Guard or something, but it was just sitting there not being used on anyone, so I said, screw it, we'll put it on him. He's got a crit rate glove that we leveled up. It also rolled crit damage, attack percent accuracy, so not a bad little glove right here for a potential. It's only 5-star though, so that's kind of a bummer. As you can see, I basically spent all of my silver. I have like 200k left. I mean, it didn't have a lot to start with. I had like 1.7 mil or something, but that's where we're at. So that was these two executioners. Next one on the list. Oh no, my Crimson Slayer. She's missing a ring. Let's see. What do we want to put on her? That one has attack. She's an attack-based champion. This one also has attack and defense. They both the same star level? Yeah, we'll just go with this one. All right. Let's take this up to level 8 if we can even get there. Yeah, we can. Okay, barely. No attack rolls. All right. So Crimson Slayer, she is built again in lifesteal. She's got attack percent gloves. She's got attack percent boots, and she's got chest, and she's got speed boots. So she's got what, 1,200 attack, 1,300 almost, 144 speed. Not really any crit rate. That's how she's built out. And then we have a couple more executioners. I really couldn't afford to level up their gear hardly at all, so their gear is like +8. But he's got HP percent, flat HP, a little bit of speed, and pretty much, I don't know, same deal over here. This one's in, I guess, all defense, so he's, I don't know. He's actually got a reasonable amount of defense, so he's got like 1,000. These are defense-based damage dealers, although actually no, their A1 is deals damage on attack. Their A2 is based on defense, so maybe I should have built them with more attack. Oh well, whatever. Let's see how this runs. So far, it's been pretty good, but sometimes the boss can surprise you. So if this doesn't work, I will probably have to go farm a little bit more silver to level up some more gear, but we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna manual this. Let's just A1. We'll just A1 until we get to the boss, basically. The shields sets usually prevent us from... Oh, I forgot that's a hit at random, isn't it? Yeah, it puts people to sleep, too. That's kind of nice, actually. It's not an AoE, but it's kind of nice. I like the animation. I don't know, it just feels very snappy. It feels like she's just like, BAM! She's a champion. I don't know. I've thought about like using her more generally because that sleep is pretty strong. So yeah, this is kind of nice actually. Okay, cool. So we made it to the boss. Pretty much everyone's full health. This boss, what's this one do? He does the removes all debuffs, places true fear, and stun, and then he has this ignores damage based on enemy max HP and ignores defense. This boss is very easy to cheese with shield, so I kind of forgot about that. I forgot which boss it was, but yeah, it's pretty nice. This is the counter attack. I'm going to A1. Yeah, you see that? It just like doesn't do anything when you have shield on. For some reason, shield just counters this boss so well. Let's see. What's her hardest hitting ability? I'm actually not sure. This one decreases turn meters, so let's see if we can pull that off. It looked like it did work, but is this the one that generates turn meter? Yeah, he generates turn meter when he takes damage. Let's see. Let's put that up. We can maybe force it to hit someone else. We'll see if we can force it over on this one. This is gonna be easy, isn't it? I don't need to manual this. This is an easy fight. No way we lose this. Watch me lose it now. Oh no! I thought the counterattack would stop him from hitting him. Either way, I think I'm just going to deal damage. Using the counterattacks is probably a mistake. Alright, well, we lost a few, but we still have the 2 strongest ones left. And there we go. We beat the boss. Alright, sweet. That is perfect. That was pretty easy. When I saw them clearing the waves, I was like, these guys are probably going to be fine. So only ones we haven't cleared the boss yet now are Ogren, which I built everyone out, and then I just forgot to roll their gear. I think Ogren will be easy. I haven't beat Undead Horde because Undead Horde was the one that we were just going to kind of save and not really try and finish right now. So yeah, because as long as we can do all of them but one, we can get the boss done every day. Like the worst case scenario is a situation where we end up like this, where we had never cleared the boss in Night Revenants and we never cleared the boss in Undead Horde, and we had to get one of them done today, right? But since we'd already prepped everything for Night Revenant, cost me some silver, but we did get it done. So yeah, I'll probably go back in and pick up some of these stars. That's what I've been doing on some of these other things, since we can probably 3-star all this stuff with these new champions we have built out. Let's see, was there anything else we hadn't finished? Shadowkin's done, Dwarf's done, Bannerlord's done, Barbarian's done, Sacred Order done, Dark Elf done, High Elf's done, Orc is done, Ogren is not done, Demon Spawn is done, I think. I have 21 stars. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did Demon Spawn. Skinwalker's done, Lizardmen done, Undead not, Night Revenants is done. So yeah, so just as soon as we get Ogren done, and we don't have to do that till next week, just need to make sure we have a little bit of silver so that we can level up the gear because all the champions are already built. I think we're good. So awesome. Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna go finish farming all my energy and leveling up champions. Oh, I need to do some foraging before Clan vs. Clan ends in 3 hours. Shoot. How are we doing on this? Got to get 80k left. Oops. Well, I should be able to contribute a decent amount because if I throw all my books into Arbiter, right? That's what each one of these is 3. I'll get another 18,000 from that. We can go ahead and pick up. Do we can pick up anything in the Great Hall? I'm not sure where I want to spend points in the Great Hall next, to be honest. I think maybe we go crit damage for magic to help boost Rhonda's damage in Clan Boss. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll get a little points off of that. Let's pull the Soul Stone while we're here. Rare. Turlac. I actually do have Turlac, don't I? I feel like I got him from something. Or maybe, yeah. He was part of the fusion, right? That's why I have 3 copies of him. He was part of the Oella fusion or something, like right in the beginning when I started this account. And I think I picked up like 3 copies of him. So that's cool. He's actually a decent champion. I can't remember exactly what he does, but I know he gives like perfect veil and stuff. Yeah, I just never bothered to work on him because Faction Wars for Sylvan Watchers isn't out yet. But there's like no uncommons for Sylvan Watchers, so I was like, oh man, I need to make sure I pick up some champions and that faction. What am I doing? In case Faction Wars comes out, just so I can at least get something there. But then we got Margrave too, actually, so. Oh, and I have a Kate too. Man, I have a bunch of Sylvan Watchers now. I was just looking at her kit. That's kind of interesting. I didn't realize it's an AoE. There's so many champions that have abilities. These like put cooldowns on it, or put skills on cooldown. None of them are like 100% or anything, but it's actually kind of interesting. Um, block buffs. Yeah. All right, cool. I will see you a little later, and have a good one. Cheers. All right, y'all, we're back with another update, and it has been quite the event since I last left off. Okay, so what has happened? CVC was finishing up last night, and so we basically did what we were going to do. We pushed the CVC. The clan ended up being like legit less than 30,000 points away from getting the top reward, and I just didn't have enough to like make that happen all by myself. I did book out my Arbiter a little earlier than that because I wanted to get it done, and I thought maybe if I do it I could encourage some other people in the clan to like contribute a little bit more and get it done, but that didn't happen. So I was a little bummed because we missed out on some clan gold. The thing is that the reward for that I think was like an epic book and a void shard, and it's like obviously we don't value the shards at anything, and I don't even really need that many epic books. Like epic books are so easy to get, and when you have no champions because you're not allowed to pull any shards, you don't need that many books. I've got 20 books and I don't even know who to book, right? I thought about blowing the books honestly for the clan reward, but it didn't feel worth it to blow all 20 on just like random stuff. Just to get one back and like maybe a little bit of clan gold and a void shard so that I can't use. So yeah, moral of the story, we didn't actually get the last reward in the clan quest, but that's fine. Other things that have happened though, we did book out the Arbiter and we got really nice rolls on the book. So oh, it's, by the way, it's day 75 and I have 2 legendary books because I got one as a reward today, so that was nice. But we booked out we booked out Arbiter. And we landed the books like really, really well. So I basically landed, I needed to land 2 here and 1 here. I don't really care about the A2 right now anyway. Actually, to be honest, this ability is kind of nice for arena and stuff, especially if you have like a team where like Arbiter goes and then your team nukes and then you like hit a Leorius and leave him as the only one left with your team like alive on the enemy team with an unkillable. Like if you put a little bit of accuracy on Arbiter, she can go and like rip that off. It's kind of nice, but low priority. At some point I will book these out just because I think I'm going to have so many more legendary books than I'm ever going to need, but we're not going to worry about that yet. We also missed the A2, which is the weekend, or the A1, which is the weekend, so we kind of land perfectly on the decreased cooldown for the A3 and the decreased cooldown for the A4. I did want to get these booked because I am going to use Arbiter in a lot of PvE content as well, not just PvP, so figured I'd go ahead and do that because why not? We don't have anyone else to book, and we don't have any legendary champions coming, I think, until Drexthar in 46 days, and honestly Drexthar is like one of the champions that needs books like the least out of any champion in the game. Well, I guess it's not true. You kind of want books on his passive, so maybe you want to put some books on him, but he's not the most important champion to book. Anyway, either way, I don't think we'll be at a problem. And one of the reasons we're not going to be a problem is something else that's happened, which is that we have joined a permanent clan. So I joined, what's this clan's name? Athena's Disciples, I think it is. It's part of the TGP cluster, which is the same, or Artemis's Nymphs, that's what it is. Part of the TGP cluster, which is the same cluster that my main is in. So, you know, those guys are all really cool, have good experiences with them, and they let me join the, like, newbie clan. Although there's some kind of hard hitters in this clan. Like, this clan is dropping Nightmare, and so we got to use our team on an Affinity Nightmare or Affinity Clan Boss for the first time today, which was kind of nice because Rhonda does an extra hit on her A1 when enemies are below 50% HP. So that is actually pretty nice because it gives us an extra chance to proc Giant Slayer. It helps boost our damage. So I used 1 key on Magic, which honestly, Magic is kind of a sketchy affinity because we need Deacon to keep his leech and his decreased defense up to really have us do well on that. But we did 13.5 million damage. Oh, you can't see it. 13.5 million damage. So, you know, that's enough for a 3 key, which is good. I did try and do a key on Ultra Nightmare just to see how well it was going, and it was going very well. Actually, I was really happy. Everything was working well in terms of the speed tune and in terms of the affinity-friendly nature of it. I let it run until turn 11, and we'd done like 7 million damage at that point, and the boss was starting to hit hard. And since I don't want to actually let the chest finish, I stopped it. Although, let's see, we get an... What would I need to do? You get an ultimate chest here. I don't know how... Maybe I'll need to look into, like, the data mines. I don't know what an ultimate chest is equivalent to in Ultra Nightmare. Like, if I could get 46 million and get the Celestial chest on Ultra Nightmare, would that be better than getting the ultimate chest on Nightmare? That's something I don't know. Maybe I should look into that and make sure. I always thought it was best to get the top chest, but maybe not, actually. I mean, for the other ones, it's just kind of like the Grandmaster chest, and then it's like, okay, so the Grandmaster chest is like the tier 3. It just like moves up one, right? So that is kind of interesting. I don't know. I'll have to look into that a little bit. But either way, that's great that we have a permanent clan. Clan says they do normal Hydra and kill it. I mean, 2 people hit hard Hydra to half health, so I hope that people will throw some stuff at normal Hydra and we'll kill that as well, but no one's run it yet. But Hydra did just reset like 2 days ago. So yeah, that's going well. Okay, so all of that stuff is stuff that's been happening to the account. And then the other thing that's happening is the Jetney fusion is starting, or fragment summon, I should say. So I've been looking at whether or not the fragment summon is possible on this account. So let me jump over to this, is the calendar for it. And I think there is a small chance that we could probably do the fusion, but I don't think I'm going to do it anyway. Basically, what would happen is there are 115 fragments available from without winning any tournaments, right? And then there's another 40 from winning tournaments. 35 of those fragments come from some like shard related things, summoning champions, summoning events, and champion chase. So that would mean if we wanted to, we have like we have 80 shards that we can get from things that don't involve summoning at all, and then we need to pick up 20 more shards to get her. And so the way I think I would do that is typically the first 5 fragments in a champion chase are like at like 1150 or something like that, and I could also pull my my Jamarsa for champion chase points as well, and we have about 800, if I remember correctly. Yeah, about 800 mystery shards. So with about 100 more mystery shards, we would have enough to pick up 1 fragment there. And then if we would have to win 3 tournaments, and then we'd have enough fragments. So if we win 3 tournaments and we pick up a mystery shard, we can get Jetney the Giant. But that might be a tough ask, especially since I haven't necessarily done things like prepare champion training events. Like on my main, I have like hundreds of 3-star champions, and whenever there's a champion training event, I just like dump 2 brews into all the 3 stars, take them up to 4-star, and then, you know, dump some brews into whatever 4 stars I have. And it's like I can do a champion training event with 0 energy on my main because I prep it like all the time in advance, and I run all my dungeons with like, you know, with food in them for the most part, or at least I did before Hard Dungeons came out. But I run, like, say for example, my Sand Devil with food, thanks to Jamarsa and what's his name, the other guy I've been working on, actually. So moral of the story is, normally I could just do that, but I don't really have the food prep for it, so we'd have to actually try and achieve that. Artifact enhancement events, I don't have a ton of silver, but I could probably do them. But yeah, moral of the story is I'd have to win 3 tournaments to get her. So I don't know if that's really feasible. That being said, I have been stocking up on energy for a while. You can see that we've got like lots and lots of energy in here, and some of this energy is expiring relatively soon. Like the stuff that's available for 3 months, yeah, I can save that. But this, like 500 energy here, 5 days, 5 days, 5 days, you know, all of this stuff I kind of need to use immediately. There was also all the energy from the CVC yesterday I needed to use before I switched clans just to make sure I didn't lose it. We've got weekly energy that I have to use today because we're going to reset the weekly quest. We've got, I mean, this I can keep for another 16 days, but we're going to need to use that during the Jetney fusion, basically, because it's going to happen the next 16 days. So more of the story is I have all this energy I need to use anyway. So, and I need to farm food. So I'm just going to start by doing the tournaments and see what happens. And if we can pick up the fragments, great, then maybe we'll consider it. We don't have that champion chase tournament until after Dragon and Ice Golem and Classic Arena. So I totally messed up. I was going to save my Classic Arena tokens, and then I forgot to claim them right before reset. Super annoyed about that. But anyway, that doesn't happen. The Classic Arena doesn't start until tomorrow anyway. But because of the CVC and stuff, I needed to claim the champ or the arena tokens early for CVC, and then I decided to refresh those, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to claim these other ones at the last minute so that I have as much time as possible, and I just forgot to claim them. So anyway, annoyed about that. But yeah, so moral of the story is we'll be able to do the Dragon tournament, we'll be able to do the Classic Arena tournament, we'll be able to do the Ice Golem tournament before Champion Chase even starts. So, you know, if we've won all 3 of these tournaments, then maybe we'll seriously consider trying to go for the Champion Chase, which just basically means like pulling 1,000 mystery shards and pulling Jamarsa and get Jetney. And if anything, like the thing is Jetney's not that useful of a champion for this account. Like she's really not, especially since we're never going to get her partner. But if we do get her, she's a fragment, so we could save her and use her for another fusion in the future, which would be kind of nice. So that's a possibility as well. But yeah, it's all just going to come down to whether or not we can win in these tournaments. The Spider tournament here, I know, is during a CVC, so there's like no chance we're going to win that because there's always people that just farm Spider like crazy during CVC. It's a personal reward CVC too, so I guarantee I'm not going to win that. Champion training tournament probably won't win either. So yeah, it's really going to come down to like these first 3 tournaments. Maybe we can win this Fire Knight tournament too, but we're going to know basically before we have to pull any shards whether or not it's realistic to get the fusion done. Because if we can get that far, then we'll assume that we can do the rest of the stuff. So that's kind of how I'm feeling. Haven't committed one way or the other, but I'm going to be blowing all of my energy farming Dragon right now because there's a Dragon tournament and I need to farm Dragon anyway, and I need to spend all this energy. So might as well. Okay. Anything else I want to talk about? Oh, I did some forging as well. So we picked up some new pieces of gear. I've also been doing some dragons. So we've got some interesting pieces. We've got some, can't see this. Let me hide the webcam. And let's fix that. There we go. We got some, 6-star legendary speed. It doesn't have any speed substats, but if this like triple or quad rolled, we could use a chaos ore on it. I think I did get, so there's a 5-star with some speed. This one doesn't have any speed. There's a epic 4-star. Oh, I got this one actually in the shop. Most of these, I mean, here's another 5-star with speed. Here's another 5-star with speed. So that's kind of interesting. Picked up this guy, which could be kind of interesting because I do want to like work on my lifesteal build for Shield Guard to get him to solo the campaign. Boss. Picked up this piece of life skill gear as well, which is also really nice. Crit damage, crit rate, and defense is exactly what we need. Perfect stats on an epic shield. Too bad it's not 6-star, but it's pretty good. And then we picked up some toxic pieces with speed on them. I do want to get my champions in toxic for clan boss. I'm really starting to think clan boss is going to be the main priority. Okay, some other things. We forged perception gear. I did have some legendary perception materials, so I was able to use charms on them. I used accuracy charms. I'm not rolling up any of this gear yet because if we are interested in doing the Jetney fusion, I need every ounce of silver I can get, so we will cleanse this and roll it up during that artifact enhancement event. But I thought I'd at least point it out since we got it yesterday. So like, I mean, a piece like this could be amazing if we quad rolled an accuracy roll. We've got some other ones in here which could just be kind of nice if they double rolled accuracy. Lots of pieces with accuracy. Any exceptional ones? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here that I think could be kind of nice, especially since we're going to need to pick up about another 40 accuracy on our Rhonda to get her to do Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss and land that Brimstone. So, oh, speaking of that, that's one more thing I got to show you. So yeah, we have accuracy and crit rate here. Here's another good piece. Some defense pieces, crit damage pieces. Oh yeah, this one. Dude, check this one out. Look at this. Attack percent, accuracy, defense, and speed. Oh my god, 6-star perception. That's a beautiful piece. This piece is also pretty good. Defense, accuracy, speed, crit rate, 6-star. Defense percent, main stat. Oh, accuracy, chest, main stat. That's nice. This one's nice too, actually. Defense percent, accuracy, crit rate. Did I get any speed boots? Yeah, oh yeah, we got this one here. 6-star speed boot with HP and defense. We picked up some really nice perception pieces. So yeah, at some point I'm going to want to roll those up as well. Other things that we rolled up was Bloodthirst. I've actually been farming a bunch of Bloodthirst. I mostly farm Iragoth in the Doom Tower because we can only get like the 4 and 5-star stuff at best right now, and I just feel like this is, or we can only get the 5-star at best. We can't get any 6-star pieces. Yeah, 4 and 5-star. And so I figured, you know, this is going to be good. This could be really helpful in the early game on the champions I need in lifesteal, especially since we're not going to have like crazy healers on this account generally. So I mean, I mentioned all this before, so I've been going with Bloodthirst instead of Griffin, which is what I would probably farm on my main. Picked up this one, speed, HP, crit damage. That's nice. Speed, HP, crit rate, speed, attack, accuracy, speed, crit rate, res, crit damage, or crit rate, res. Those are all 5 stars. This is 4-star, not as good. You know, speed, crit damage, HP, like lots of this one, not that good. Speed and crit rate. So I'm like, okay, speed, res, accuracy, crit damage, like, yeah, that's 4-star, but still. So I'm like, okay, well, there's a possibility that we could end up using a Bloodthirst set on our Shield Guard as well if we got like really nice rolls. So I don't know. There's some interesting pieces in here. There's a speed boot, 5-star, crit damage as a substat. That's defense percent. Another one with speed with crit damage. So yeah, I don't know. Moral of the story is we got some pieces that are kind of interesting that we'll have to roll up at some point. But we're not ready to do that yet. I do have a little bit more silver than I used to. We're up to 4 million, which is good considering yesterday we left off with like 200k. But I've been using a ton of energy thanks to, like I said, CVC and claiming energy from different places. Oh, I also claimed my energy in the bazaar today. We got another 300 energy from that. So yeah, that was pretty good as well. The other thing I want to show you guys, check this out. So we got a Rhonda soul. I mean, I guess it's exciting, but I can't buy it even if I wanted to. I only have 34 of the essence, so it feels bad about that. The other thing that's available though is a Deacon soul, and this one's a little more tempting. I don't know. I don't know if I should buy this. The thing is I think the most important soul we can go for right now is Arbiter, right? We should get a blessing on Arbiter for sure. But I can do that, right? I have 34 essence and this costs 13. So I could buy the Deacon soul and still have 21 essence left over to go for Arbiter if she shows up. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the best thing to do is. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. The only other thing I could consider is like a boosting up one of the rares for better Phantom Touch. But the thing is like Deacon is going to have cruelty. I mean, this doesn't really help his cruelty. It does give him 400 more attack, but it's more important that it's like in the future we're going to be able to get more of this. Deacon is going to help with Clan Boss, and he's going to help with like every other piece of content in the game. And I think he's going to have like almost permanent longevity in this account. Like I will probably be using Deacon until the end of this account, you know, until I stop playing the game on this account. Just because he's such a good epic champion and we just are so limited in terms of champion options. Whereas something like Valerie, it's like, yeah, sure, Valerie is in my Clan Boss team, but I'm probably not going to use her in a lot of other places. I mean, Spirit Host might see a little bit of play in like 3v3 Arena and stuff. Eris, another one that's like, I don't know, it might get used a little bit, but yeah, I think we go with the Deacon. I think that was the right call. So cool. Picked up another 400 attack on Deacon, which is fantastic. What's his attack at now? 2200. Yeah, it'll be better when we can upgrade it a little bit more and start dropping that defense more. Anything else? Oh, we got another 100 energy from this Call the Arbiter thing, so I'll grab that and some tokens. I'm gonna grab those after the arena tournament opens up in like 2 days. So, anything else? Anything else at all? Honestly, I think that is it. I think I need to go run some dragon real quick and burn some energy, and then I need to run clan boss. So yeah, things are going pretty good. I'm hoping I can pick up some more pieces and like just a few. Here, let me look at this real quick. A few good toxic pieces would be so nice if I could get like a Valerie into toxic or Spirit Host into toxic or something. Like this could boost my damage a lot. That one's not bad. Attack percent, speed, crit damage. I don't think I want to put Rhonda in toxic, but maybe in the short run, there's worse things that could happen. We really need speed. I have a need for speed. Cool. All right. Well, I will probably see y'all in the next updates, and have a good one. Cheers.